going after the first round of applause because we do need to get through everything. Thank you.
All right, students first.
There's going to be a lip bag meeting during lunch in room 8, so please be there if you're in lip bag.
So the last boys volleyball game is tomorrow at Carmel at 6:30. Again, it's the last one of the season, so if you wanted to watch a game, this is your last chance. So I hope that some of you can go. Again, it's 6:30 at Carmel.
So over this past weekend, JSA went to Spring State, which is the last convention for JSA of the year.
We brought 14 people, which is more than we have in previous conventions for the past while. Sadly, many of them were seniors, which means it was their last, including our wonderful president, Tristan, so I'd like to give him a round of applause.
And also, our 2 gavels were brought back by Tristan. We also wanted to come up here and say most of our chapter is seniors, so if you're at all interested in debate or politics or anything like that, come to JSA. I think we're going to have one more meeting on G-Day, so come check us out.
As I sat down, grabbed my calculator, and started doing my homework, I noticed a small pain in my left leg. This didn't seem too out of the ordinary, however, so I swiftly moved it aside from my field of thought and continued working. As the days progressed, the pain became noticeably worse, yet my leg appeared to be fine. No cuts, no bruise, no supposed injury. That's when our doctors recommended that I go over to the Salinas MRI Center. Unfortunately for me, I was claustrophobic, and I couldn't scratch my nose for an hour straight. After the MRI tests, the doctors concluded that there was some sort of mass inside my leg. They suspected it might be a tumor, but they had no idea if it was benign or not. Naturally, this worried me, but it freaked my parents out a lot more. The next day, me and my dad packed our bags, and we flew over to the Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. I spent the majority of the next couple of days in and out of doctors' offices, being tested from one MRI to another. Sometimes I wouldn't be back from all the testing until 9 or 10 at night. The sharp, paralyzing pain that echoed throughout my lower body prevented me from doing even the most mundane activities. Any sense of self-reliance that I had once had was now gone. It was just me and my dad, thousands of miles away, with no clear plan for the future. On the last day of my testing, I was supposed to receive the results. Unfortunately, however, things didn't go as planned. The doctors said that the MRIs simply didn't give enough information about the mass itself, and misdiagnosing something like this could be very serious. They concluded that they needed to perform a set of 3 shots directly onto the mass itself. At this time, I had already accumulated a large hatred for shots, including ones that pierced halfway through my leg 3 times around. Throughout this entire month-long endeavor, this was the first time I noticed my dad showing any sign of distress. He didn't joke around as much and didn't put as much effort into breaking the serious atmosphere that loomed over us. It was at this point that I realized that my dad had been subduing his emotions in order to keep me from being scared as well. After all, how could a 12-year-old boy be distressed when his dad seemed like he knew for certain everything was going to be okay? To this day, I still respect my dad's dedication to being a strong role model, even in times of uncertainty or ambiguity. A couple days after the shots were taken, the results were finally clear. To my relief, the mass was completely benign. It's simply been a piece of bone that kept growing long after it was supposed to, but it was already beginning to shrink and heal. I felt like a huge weight had been finally lifted off my shoulders. No more doctors, no more shots, no more MRIs. I could finally fly back home and be with my family and friends again. Although this experience was awful, tedious, and very painful, I still wouldn't do it any different. It taught me an important lesson, that life ultimately is unpredictable. There are some things we just can't control. The importance of determination and perseverance is one I had to learn for myself. Although we can never truly control the hurdles that life sends our way, we can always control our attitude and approach towards them. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who got up at 4 a.m. this past Sunday and came out to volunteer at Big Sur Marathon.
We had a really great crew. It was lots of fun. We hope those of you who didn't get a chance to do it this year, think about signing up next year. And I would like to thank Sammy, who worked a lot behind the scenes and was our head student leader for this. Mateo and Zippy, where are you? Here you are. Fearless. And thank all the volunteers. Thank Ms. Moneypenny for driving, Mrs. Oliver, and Mr. Camacho for being our parent drivers. It was a great, great Sunday. Okay.
On last Saturday, 5 of our students participated in the CLTAC Mandarin Chinese Speech Contest in San Francisco. And despite the short notice for the contest, and some of our students mistakenly placed at a higher level than we registered. But our students did not quit. They took the challenge and walked on the stage with confidence. And they completed their speech successfully. And they did an excellent job as their teacher. I'm sitting there, I'm so proud of them. And I would like to ask the 5 students to stand up. Annabelle Norman. Alex Lin. Paul Gibson. Karen Stacy. And Daniel Chen. Okay, among 500 contestants, Paul Gibson received Honorable Mention Award for Outstanding Performance. And Daniel Chen earned 3rd place. Give them a round of applause.
don't know me, my name's Bentley Mundell. Graduated here in 2002. On Monday, sorry, I'm also the golf coach. Which is a lot of fun. On Monday, we had our league finals. This season was really great for the York golf team. We won 4 out of 6 regular season matches, which is pretty awesome. I don't think the golf team here has had that much success, maybe since 2002. 2001. Anyways, but during that time, our #1 player when I was on the golf team was a girl. And our golf team was led by Jara Gomez, our freshman phenom. This year and kind of reminisce back to my days of getting my butt kicked by one of the girls in my class. It was really cool to see, and also see all the other guys around me kind of what's going on. League finals Monday. We were in a good position to look at possibly winning our division. We had the lowest scoring average throughout the season. Which was awesome. And then after the league finals was done, we had some all-season awards that were given out. And first team for the Cypress division was Jara Gomez. Also first team for the Cypress division was Fletcher Gachet. Second team, Shlok Sinha. Yeah! Philip was there. Philip Ducoco. I just like saying his last name. Great last time. But this is also my little plug for next season. We had a great time, and hopefully we can get some more players. We do have 3 seniors on the team that are going to be leaving us, but we have a good core that will be remaining and continuing on for next year. So if you're interested in coming out, think about it. Talk to Jara, talk to Fletcher, talk to Danica Tang. Francis Gang, they were all on the team as well. But we'd love to have everyone, have some more people come out next year, and look forward to another great season. Thank you.
Good morning. I think this last weekend was a little busy, yeah? Between track, swim, JSA, Big Sur, golf, the Chinese competition up in San Francisco, and then that little thing that happened over in the theater on Friday night. I would love for everyone who had a student artwork piece, who did Shield, who helped with it, who played, who sang, who came in the audience, because we have to have an audience. So if you participated in any which way on Friday night, please stand up. So much of our community was there on Friday night celebrating all of the hard work. This has been many, many, many years in the planning. We've all lived through the construction. It's a beautiful new center of the whole campus. It was a thrilling evening of music, of spoken word, of visual arts, and I couldn't be prouder of all of the work that went into into this. Thank you for being so wonderful to our guests. All of them were so complimentary to all of you and how you responded to them, and they had such a wonderful experience at York, and most of them wore their York swag on their way home, and yeah, they posted it on Instagram. They had a wonderful time, and that's a testament to all of you and the community that we have here. And I just couldn't be prouder of all of the work. There were so many tiny, amazing things that were happening that maybe weren't seen behind the scenes, on stage as well. There were so many success stories that came out of Friday night. And I just couldn't be prouder of all the work that you've done. If you were there also, we recognized our seniors who are going to be leaving us in our music program, and there's so many of them have done such amazing work over the last 4 years. Sadly, I wasn't only here for this last year, but we're going to miss all of your talents, your work ethic, and everything, so thank you to all of you. But I just wanted to give one big round of applause for all of that. It's open, it's finally open, so I hope that you enjoy that down there. So let's give one more round of applause.
Aloha. One day, soon, for some of you, in a few years, for some others, you will graduate from York School, and you will be initiated into a wonderful community known as the York Alumni. Great schools benefit from great alumni. We hope that when you are an alum of York School, that you will give back to the school, either in the form of your time, your talent, or maybe even your treasure. For example, our newly opened Gawain Family Theater is named the Gawain Family Theater because Marianne Gawain, a York alumna, the first female valedictorian at York School, who serves as a York trustee, gave the lead gift and wanted that theater named in honor of her parents and her family. You just heard from Ben Mundell, who has given back to the school in being our golf coach. And it's my pleasure to introduce today another York alumnus, Ian Martin, who you may know as a professional photographer and a York parent and somebody who has been on campus recently to lead discussions in Photography Club. And we are inviting Ian Martin to join our community in another special capacity as a photography teacher next year. And he is here to talk about a photography class briefly and to invite you to sign up for photography as a class. Please welcome Ian Martin.
Wonderful reception. I'm glad to hear the oohs and ahs around my most treasured medium, that of photography. And I am honored and delighted that I will be teaching that class here in the coming year. And it's going to be not just a garden variety photography class, not just a way to improve your eye photographically and make you all into better photographers, but really give you all a sense of, it will give you all a skill set that you're going to be able to use no matter what it is that you choose to do with your life. You're going to be more observant. You're going to be able to see things in the world that were previously unavailable to you. These are bold claims. But through the medium of photography, I'm not only going to teach you how to take better pictures, I'm also going to teach you to see at a much more sophisticated, much more deeper level, and that is a skill set that you're going to be able to use no matter what it is that you do with your life. So I'm looking forward to seeing who will enroll next year, and looking forward to teaching you something about photography. So thank you.
Just a couple things to follow up on that. One, I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that many of you have benefited this year from the instruction of Mr. Noah Reeves in orchestra and band, also a York alumnus. Finally, it's the time of year that it's important for you to make your course selections. By making your course selections, you let us know the courses that you want to take next year, courses that are graduation requirements, and courses that are electives. The master schedule is created in the summer, and each one of you receives, in a sense, a handcrafted schedule that optimizes your ability to take graduation requirements and optimizes your first choice electives. That process starts now, and the faculty and I can only make that master schedule together if we have the information from you that is so essential in the form of your course selections. So please start making the course selections today. Finish them this week. Come find me or Mr. Burke if you want to discuss options, but we need to have that information by the end of this week. And in celebration of just all the wonderful things that happened over the weekend that Mr. Williams mentioned, I just wanted to let you know that the Kona Ice truck will be on campus from 11 to 12:30 today. If you'd like to purchase an ice or an ice cream or an ice with ice cream and all the goodies, all you need is a few dollars, and a portion of the proceeds of all the ices that are purchased today will go back to York School and contribute to the York Fund. So I hope that you will make a purchase and give back to York School today at the Kona Ice Truck. Thanks.
All right, I know we all get a little restless when break goes over, but please do still be respectful of whoever's up here talking and don't talk amongst yourself.
All right, go to class.